Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, family. You already know what time it is. Gang, we in this thing. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to be a part of the crew. Smash that like button to see what it do, you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna state this right now because YouTube be acting crazy. This is clearly just my opinion. Okay, you're welcome to have your own opinion. All right, I encourage you guys to be free thinkers. Don't take what I have to say for law. All right, I'm just giving you guys my interpretation of things. All right, so we do have to state that now as spiritual YouTubers before we get into things or before we say certain things, so that way you know, they be trying to censor us. All right, so let's get into this article because as I told you guys, things are about to get a little bit crazy whenever it comes to the children and them going back to school and it being wintertime. Wintertime is the perfect time to utilize all types of agendas to get you guys on board to feel like you need to go and take your children out to go and get this injection. All right, so let's get into this article because I found this to be very informational, and then at the same time, this is letting you know what's about to go on. Okay, so I was looking at this article, and let's start off. Okay, y'all know how it is. We're gonna break these articles down. We're gonna go paragraph by paragraph. I'm gonna let you know the paragraphs that stood out to me and their interpretation and meaning that I got from them. Okay, so it says determining whether a condition is serious is a matter of judgment, but generally is based on whether the drug will have an impact on such factors as survival, day-to-day function, or if it will progress to something more serious such as AIDS, Alzheimer's, heart failure, cancer, or obvious examples of heart failure and cancer are obvious examples of serious disease. However, diseases such as epilepsy, depression, and diabetes are also considered to be serious conditions. How can you determine if any of these diseases are present if whenever it comes down to this injection, we are only monitoring individuals for 2 months after they get injected? Okay, you're only getting monitored for within 2 months if you get injected, okay? For 2 months, that's it, in order for us to see if you have any of these things, okay? And I'm talking about the clinical trials that they're got going on. And the reason why I bring this up is because they're about to implement this in terms of with your children. Your children are about to be a part of a clinical trial and study in order for us to figure out what's the right dosage, what's the right amount, how's it going to work, how's it going to interact with your child. Now, within 2 months, you're not going to be able to see signs of if somebody has Alzheimer's. Within 2 months, you're not going to be able to see some cancer. Within 2 months, you might not be able to see heart failure, okay? So this is the things that I'm getting at, that this is being rushed, okay? This is being rushed. You need to be cautious of what it is that you're putting in your body. All right, so the other thing that is said is rolling submissions will allow approval of the injection for younger groups as more data becomes available. Now, rolling submission, what is that? Okay, let's get into what a rolling submission is. Okay, so I went to go and search this up and I found another article, okay, that explains and breaks down what a rolling submission is for you guys. Okay, so let's get into this one right here. All right, so it says for emergency use authorization, the FDA requires at least half of the participants of the original studies to be followed for at least 2 months post-injection. This is because the vast majority of injection-related side effects occur after injection. All right, so these are only conducted for 2 months. The craziest part is, let me put a screenshot. It's going to tell you that they do rigorous studies. Whenever it comes to these clinical trials, they do rigorous studies afterwards. But what type of rigorous study involves only 2 months of you studying an individual and how this is going to react in terms of their body? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. So y'all need to be very careful because this thing is being rushed upon you, and you might experience some of those side effects in terms of what I said: heart failure, cancer, AIDS, Alzheimer's. There's a reason why they're presenting these specific diseases, okay? Pay attention to that as well. And let me see how many that they put. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then 5, 6, 7. Okay, yep, 7. They're using that 7 spiritual energy, okay? So yeah, this is going to be an attack on you. So you could possibly get one of those diseases if you was to get this injection, is what I interpret from that. All right, so let's move into it. So it says that they're allowed to do this. They're allowed to have it tested within these 2 months, as long as it's able to cater to them doing some sort of short-term healing or long-term healing in terms of side effects and they're able to properly study a drug and how it interacts with any and all diseases. It also goes on to say that the FDA expects that an EUA request will include a phase 3 safety database of well over 3,000 injection recipients, representing a high proportion of participants enrolled in the phase 3 study who have been followed for serious adverse events and adverse events of special interest for at least 1 month after completion of the full injection regimen. Okay, so what just happened here is at the end of this, they just changed the time frame. So they just said, okay, so I told y'all that previous one, they just said, yeah, 2 months of study. Now it's saying that, hey, we need to study you guys for 1 month after you guys complete this injection program. All right, that's all we need is 1 month. And that's the craziest part because you can't determine any of this within 1 month. All right, now let me tell you guys where things get interesting, why I brought up this rolling submission that's going to allow approval of the injection for younger groups as more data becomes available. Younger groups, meaning your children, because right now it's not approved for children under, I think it's age 15 or 12 or something like that. So Yahoo article, okay, so yeah, there was this Yahoo article that begins to explain the process for full FDA approval. So, and then after that, they go on to saying some bullshit. But this explains the process that they're going through for the full FDA approval. All right, so both the Pfizer and the Moderna have applied for what's called a fast track process. All right, this is designed to speed up review. This allows both companies to submit portions of their approval of the application to the FDA for review as they are completed. Okay, and as you click on fast track, all right, click on the link. And okay, so first, before we even click on the link, whenever we look at this article, as you see, there's 3 things that's in bold, okay? And whenever we talk about 3, this is the energy to create, express, okay? Be ourselves, okay? So it lets us know that these people are creating and expressing a new process, okay? AKA the fast track process. Now, whenever you click the link, it says that basically what it means. Fast track is what it says. This is them putting out a drug faster than what they should in order to try and fix a problem. Or do what they feel is fixing a problem. But the only thing is this drug is being put on a fast track and it's geared towards your children. That's the biggest thing that we are focused on right now. This drug is put on a fast track and it's geared towards the kids right now. And then as you guys seen, this article also states that a lot of the people that went through the clinical trials from previously, those people are not going to have to go through this process with this one. This one is solely geared towards your kids. Okay? So keep that in mind. And then pay attention because you see this article as well from Texas. Okay? Let's go to this article from Texas because I want y'all to pay attention to this. It says that more children are being hospitalized with C-19 at the Texas Children's Hospital than ever before. And most have respiratory syncytial virus, okay? And this respiratory virus is spread the same way as C-19. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because you're going to start to see a lot of articles like how we did last time to where it's relating people having something else. Some sort of underlying, they'll say that they have C-19, but then at the same time, they'll mention some sort of underlying disease. So right here, the underlying disease would be respiratory syncytial virus. This is what people are really coming down with or dying from, but we're going to cover it up and say C-19. Also, I'm going to put another article as well to where you can see this being utilized to where they're saying that this lady died from C-19, but whenever you go through the article, it says that she had pneumonia. Okay, so this is how we're going to target the moms as well whenever it comes to the winter time. Hey, you moms that's getting pregnant and having babies, be careful out here, okay? And then also pay attention to this Texas article to where they were talking about the kids. It says the seasonal virus, which is most dangerous for young infants, especially those 6 months and younger, usually peaks in the winter and is gone by spring, aka 6 months in order for us to do our clinical trials. And that's what they did the first time around whenever we seen this peak during the winter time and die off during the summer. And as you see, that's whenever we start to release information letting us know that we had to go through 6 months of clinical trials in order for us to get to this point of having an adequate adequate injection. But even at that, we're still rushing the process. So this is not going to be an injection that you're going to be able to trust whenever it comes to it targeting your kids. All right, so stay woke, stay awake, pay attention to the articles, how they utilize certain phrases are bold, highlighted, italicized, and the meaning put behind them. Okay, so this was just a little quick breakdown video. I'm gonna go more in depth later. I have to finish up you guys' zodiac signs, but I wanted to knock this one out too as well. Okay, so comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.